Peace to the world. We are in the new Black Wall Street. Yes, I said new Black Wall Street inside of Star Status, which is a store that represents athletics and inner me.
Welcome to Star Status Store. It is the home of inner me and athletics. Inner me is all about crystals, crystal jewelry. We customize the jewelry in the store if you want us to. We have bracelets, earrings, necklaces, and then with athletics, we have the world's first conscious sportswear brand.
Created sports logos and put it on sports apparel. So you can see right here we have Mansa Musa on the basketball shorts. We also have the ancient Egyptian Kemetic Herus on football jersey, tackle twill, captain's tag, heavyweight mesh, all quality material, authentic sports apparel. And y'all come see us at the new Black Wall Street Star Status Store on Choctaw Street. Peace.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Peace, family. Peace, family. Peace, family. Peace. Peace to family. Welcome to another episode of Melanin Mondays. Yes, this is episode 206. You are now rocking with the best. This is your brother Red Pillar in the motherfucking whip. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? We're in the spaceship. Greetings to everyone on this this beautiful moon day. All right. Shout out to all of y'all. Was really good. Shout out to my sponsor right here, Noble Bridge. All right. Shout out to Noble Bridge. Check out the back. You know that? Had his fire too. Noble Bridge. You know what I'm talking about? These are one of the featured vendors that we are going to have on the Mark 125th website. All right. If you're interested in these and other wares, I'm going to leave that information today because it's definitely time to get your drip back. You know what I'm talking about? The summer is over. It's time to drip again. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we take a break in the summertime because sometimes it's too hot to drip and whatnot. But once the fall hits, September is a few days from now, that signals the fall. Once the fall is here, it's drip season again. So we taking this shit serious this time around because the whole world is looking at us. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, talk black to me. Wait, hold on. Hold on. It's drip season, my friends. It's time to bring the drip back. It's definitely time. You see the embroidery? You see that good stitching? It's time to bring the drip back. Bring the packs out. You know what I'm talking about? It's time to bring the packs out. So, you know, the drip is back. It's been a while. It's like a drip hiatus. We got drip on deck. You know what I'm talking about? Savvy Genesis. You know, we got drip on deck. Got drip on deck. We got a new drip too. Instead of American Airlines, we got African Airlines. Instead of American Airlines, we got African Airlines. That good Idi Amin. You know what I'm talking about? That good cloth. Don't ever sleep on the power of the fabrics. You know what I mean? Don't ever sleep on cotton making profits. You know, yeah, that's your birthright. Get your cotton money back. Get your cotton reparations by any means necessary. Let's go ahead and do the roll call. Let's go ahead and do the roll call and see who is in the building. Okay. Rock Hill, South Carolina in the building. Shout out to the Carolinas. I was in your city this weekend real briefly and whatnot. I passed through there. Shout out to NC. Shout out to SC. We will definitely be seeing y'all very soon in the near future. Believe that. All right, we got Clayton in the building. We got Clayton. We got Naptown. Los Angeles. What it do? All right, St. Louis in the building. B-More, Houston, Tallahassee, Gwinnett. Best Eye up in this thing. Okay. Barbados. Hampton in this thing. Missouri. New Haven, Connecticut. Spartansburg. Salute. DC, DMV. Salute. Ooh-wee. I gotta show y'all this. Ooh, I almost forgot. I went ahead and made the t-shirts out of my artwork and whatnot. It's something to be happy. I'm very happy. I'm pleased with myself. I've been supposed to do this since the 90s, yo, and I finally did it. I made my artwork. This is a limited collection right here that I'm putting out. This is a limited collection right here. This is from my mind. This is original artwork right here. You know what I mean? I did this many, many, many years ago. You know? So, well, this one really, I did this when I first started in my road of consciousness. This one in particular. There's some other drawings from the 90s that I'm going to be putting on shirts, and I'm going to be having limited prints and whatnot so people can hang them up on their wall. But, you know, that's like some of the first of the collection that I'm going to be putting out with all of my artwork. Not all of my artwork, but my artwork to introduce that to the world. So I'm very that y'all don't know what that means to me. That's a milestone. And I'm pleased with myself, you know, because I've been procrastinating with that for the longest. Philadelphia was really good. San Diego was popping. All right. Louisville. Dope. Y'all like that? Y'all like that artwork? All right. Norfolk. Are y'all familiar with Loctite Records? All right. Peace to the gods in LA. Peace to the gods. All right. Yeah, we in a spaceship for real. It's going up from here. You know what I'm talking about? And also keep in mind, really, this is really for the little ones too. Like my focus when it comes to the artwork is really to attract the youth. You know what I mean? Like I want the youth to really focus in on, you know, what it is that we're doing. And a great way to capture their attention is through the art, you know what I mean? Because they're into the art. You feel me? They respect art, you know. Well, maybe when I get out the whip, when I park over, I'll show you these closing because they don't pick up great on while I'm inside of the whip. You know what I mean? I need to focus on driving, but I'm gonna pull over. We're gonna have a break in the middle of our conversation tonight, and we'll pull over and go to the vendor table and we'll check out all of the new stuff, the new drip, because you know, Facebook, Instagram, they banning me, they shadow ban. They thought that the shadow ban was gonna tank me, but my shadow ran up and it said thank me. Doing making art in the shadow like my name was Banksy, smoking toad with Uncle Hanky. Yeah, that's some new bars. But no, because of the shadow ban, I don't really get to, you know, people don't get to see what I'm doing. So I got to utilize whatever platforms are not shadow banning me to kind of like, you know, update the family as to what's going on and some of the things that we got on deck. So y'all get to see what we got on deck. And like I said, this limited edition that I got, this collection that I'm about to drop with these shirts, these are very important. You know what I mean? Very, very important. Like this is from, you know what I mean? This ain't a design. This is actual artwork. Like, you know what I mean? You know, this is something personal right here. This part of my collection. I don't let people see my artwork like that, but you know, ancestors said that it's time. So it's time. I'm entering into that new phase where I'm really gonna start taking the artwork a lot more serious So y'all are gonna be able to see that transition, you know, as we share the actual transition, you know what I mean, or what we would call the pivot, because this is the great reset. So in coming to grips to what the great reset is really about, it's not about going back to what we were known for. It's not about going back to what we were comfortable. It's not about going back to, oh, I was known for this, or niggas know me for this, or I got my money this way, or I'm lit because of no. It seems as if the shift that's actually taking place right now, the energy shift that is affecting everybody that I know right now, this quote unquote big fucking this eruption and this shakeup and this roller coaster of emotions and this roller coaster of energy, and things falling apart, things coming together, things being tested, all of these things is telling me that it's time for some type of change. You know, it's screaming out like, can't go back to do the same old, same old. Something should change. When you come up out of this thing, you should know whatever that change is. And that goes for the individuals, not the collective, right? Because that's not a collective statement. It's not a general statement that goes to everybody the same way. If it don't apply, let it fly. But for those who it applies to, and when they say, I don't know if somebody needs to hear this, right? I don't know if somebody needs to hear this, but look, it gets greater later, and a lot of people are being tested. You feel me? Everybody has their interpretation of what this test is. However, it doesn't take away the fact that there is a test taking place on the spirit realm, emotionally. I'm seeing some people being tested physically, mentally, economically, energy wise, spirit wise. I mean, there's a lot of stuff taking place, man. God bless the child who has their own. You know what I'm talking about? And Blue Pill said something to me earlier, and the shit really it touched me. It made sense. If he pulls up tonight, I'm gonna ask him if he wants me to share it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we say things in our you know in our solitude. It's not necessarily for public platforms. But man, oh man, shit. Talk about Blue Pill. First of all, shout out to Blue Pill. Shout out to A.A. Rashid. The gods pulled up this strong, and I don't call it this weekend, this strong, and they delivered this lecture right here. I'm gonna throw it on the screen. Hold on. Where is it? Give me 1 minute. It's not the pillar. The brothers was in New York City doing the master class. A.A. Rashid had his master class, and the special guest was Pope Pablo, right? The one and only Pope Pablo, right? So the Pope pulled up, and man, he smashed that thing. You know what I'm talking about? He did it dirty. Pope Pablo pulled up and did what the Pope does, man. He did what only Pope Pablo could do. And he dropped some shit that man, I wish y'all all would like. It should be 1,000 people, no less than 1,000 people in every one of these webinars that we do, or these workshops, or these lectures, or these classes, because it's different ones that we do. But it should definitely be about 1,000 and more, because this shit only happens once, even though it's recorded and it'll be watched over for hundreds of years if need be, but it ain't nothing like being there live. It ain't nothing like being there either in the flesh or being there when it's going down, and being on time with the information, because the information is timely, because things are happening in real time. Like something happened the same day that he was doing his dissertation, right, in Manhattan, right? A few hours after he did his sermon live on Instagram, for Pope Pablo in the Mineral Ministries. And he was in front of, he was on 42nd Street. He was going crazy. Who saw Pope Pablo on Sunday doing the Mineral Ministry? Please make yourself known if you're in the building. Please. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Pope Pablo. Yeah, he did his thing in VA. Definitely. Definitely. You know, the things that he's saying, I hope that people pay attention to it. He's tapped in. Yeah, he was going in. He was going in. So I'm not going to steal, you know, I don't want to take away from what this man is doing in his demonstration. So I did send him an invite. He is in New York City moving around the town, and hopefully he'll be able to tap in. And I'll let the man talk for himself and talk about what's taking place and some of the things that are moving around and whatnot, and the power of the word and the power of the faith and the power of the pills. You know what I mean? In full demonstration. I mean, come on now. But anyway, him and the brother A.A. Rashid, they did 2 wonderful days of some powerful information. Definitely high level information for anybody out there, you know, who want that old thing back. You know what I mean? Because that's what we're bringing back. We're bringing back that old feeling. We're bringing back scholarship. We're bringing back, you know, just coming outside and being outside with the people. That's very important, right? That's very important. The people deserve it, and the teachers deserve it as well. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to talk to computers all of our life. We don't want to speak into cameras and shit, you know, in undisclosed locations. We want to be amongst the people in order to feel the people, to build with them, whoever the people may be. It's just a general term, but you know what I mean, right? The supporters, the students, the student body, the members, right? Because things are definitely moving in that direction to whereas there will be the people, no more the people. The people is actually, it doesn't even exist, right? It is one of the most blanketed statements that you can say, the people. There is no the people. The people does not exist. So I, you know, grammar wise, right, being a responsible orator and a teacher, I need to even fix my lingo in my lexicon and somewhat erase that from when I make examples and say the people, because it's not the people, it's the members, right? It's the members, and the members have names. The people don't. You understand? And you know, it could sound harsh and whatnot, but if anybody knows me, you know that it's in love. You know what I mean? And and when I'm being harsh, you could definitely tell. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have to figure it out if I'm being harsh or not. But there's no such thing as the people. The people is like wishing on a star. It don't exist. It's an empty room, right? It's just, you know, but the members can be counted, so they exist. So you could start with that. It's more than just the members, but at least the members have names. The members can be contacted. The members can vote. The members can be counted, and the members have resumes, and the members can be vetted, right? You could start there. Henceforth, while we have a social club, not a dance club, not a hookup club, not a strip club, right? Not a club where you could come and smoke hookahs, not a hookah bar, and not a motherfucking, not somewhere where you could come and get drunk and get spirits and whatnot, right? Not that. A social club where you could come and have something to eat. You could hear some good music. You could see some beautiful women and whatnot. You could smoke on a CBD hookah, and you could blow your trees. But this is to socialize. to be in a social setting so you can socialize and get some things done and meet and greet and find out who the people around you are and not try to burn them or not trying to backdoor them, because you can't do things like that inside of the royal chamber. That's the name of our social lounge. You won't be allowed to be back in the lounge. You'll be excommunicated. You know what I mean? We're not having that. As members, we are going to the tagline is where the royals come to get spoiled. So everybody's going to be treated with the highest of regards. You're the upper echelon to us. We're going to know your names. You understand? I don't know who the people are because, to be honest with you, the people have not kept me above water for my whole term in what is known as consciousness. My whole bid. This is a bid from '05. I started a little bit before that, but I just give it '05 when I came to New York. And you know, that was my march into the back into the Empire State with a new consciousness and a whole nother purpose. And that was my 30th. So yeah, I'll just give it the '05, even though I was lit in like '01, '02. But you know, hey, '05. And it's 2022. I've seen a lot. I witnessed a lot. You know, I've seen a lot of people come and go. I've seen a lot of people burn out real quick. I've seen a lot of people fizzle out. I've seen a lot of people take off and grow from the height of a toit to becoming 7 feet tall. I've seen a lot, you know? I've seen a lot. I've seen people make promises and those promises never came to fruition, right? I've seen people say they're going to do certain things and they're going to build certain things and they're going to erect certain things, and them things never got erected. I've seen a lot, you know? I've seen a lot. And what I know is the people are fickle, along with the people are, you know, people are beautiful, you know? The people are wonderful. The people are great. But the people are fickle. The people are backbiters. The people hop around. The people are not loyal. You could say the people is like attributing words to I am. You could attach anything to the people because, like I said, there's no such thing as the people, right? There's no such thing as the people. It's don't fall into that. Remember, words are power, y'all. Be a little more, have a little more intention than just saying the people. Power to the people. What people? Where they at? You know what I'm talking about? Who's the people? Because if the power was in the people, every time that one of us made a power move, wouldn't all the people show up? Blue Pill and AA Rashid, they just did a whatchamacallit. They did a master class because they're master teachers. These are not ordinary teachers anymore, right? Some were even considered to be master teachers the minute they came out the gate. But two master teachers, they did something this strong in Manhattan, in Times Square. There should have been a line down a block longer than the line for the new strain of weed that comes out, the next sneaker that drops, the t-shirt capsule that drops. You know what I'm talking about? It should be standing room only in places like that. The online should be 1,000 deep, people from every corner of the world. If it was about the power of the people, right? Once again, like I said, nobody is going to take it personal because you know who it is. You know what I mean? You know what part you play, but it's a misnomer when you say the people because There is no the people. That's what Neo showed you in the Matrix. That's what Neo showed you in the Matrix. These are, he was going to choose Zion or Trinity. He realized that the only real thing that he could really touch was Trinity at that moment, who he could build his future with, So it's very important sometimes. That's why I say, to the people, it's almost like screaming out into an endless sea of fezzes, into an endless sea of people, because you're just talking into a computer trying to tell the people, come out from the people and make yourself a person, and then make yourself known, and then make your mark, right? If you have a mark to leave, well, now's the time to do it, or you should get started. To be honest with you, you should sit at the feet of some of the masters for at least, it's not 40 years anymore. I don't know if people are even built to sit at the feet for 40 days. I know that we were sitting at the feet for more than 40 days back in our days, but I don't know how it's set up these days and whatnot. I don't know what the rites of passage is. I don't know what people are, quote unquote, even challenged to do anymore. I don't know what the level of entry is, but sitting at the feet of a master, it would make you a better student. It would make you a better student and then a better teacher, But yeah, it's definitely more so about your team, the people who are really 10 toes down, who show their loyalty, who show the fact that they're committed, who show the fact that they are, really in the whip with you, really riding with you, not on the outside of the bus, hitching a ride and whatnot. You feel me? Or not running alongside the whip, trying to bang on the window, talking about, beg me $1, you know? Somebody said it's an overload of information nowadays. I talked about that and I addressed that in a video that I did a few months ago. It wasn't that long ago. And it was really like the evolution of consciousness through technology. And what I was sharing was that the evolution of consciousness, right, which is the dissemination of information, right? And this dissemination of information is a different stream of consciousness than the dissemination of information through literature, right, or books, which was more prevalent and has a very historical timeline attached to it, right? But this new era of content, right? Content, video content, preferably, not just audio, but visual, right? Like how when you saw Instagram adapt video and other platforms adapt video, you saw how crazy it went, right? Because the content is king. So with that being said, when the technology merges with the consciousness, it shifts the evolution of the consciousness of the planet, right? A perfect example to show how technology could benefit is a benefactor, right? But it also can hinder things if used if used improperly, or if the people that are using it have no education about the many different qualities that it possesses, right? So the initial conversion of technology and consciousness that we could speak of in the back in what they call back in the days was the VHS tapes, and the consciousness of those days that gave rise to those teachers and began to make them household names. Prior to that, we were familiar with names like Louis Farrakhan and other teachers that would be on cassette tapes. Dr. Sabi even used to be on cassette tapes. Okay. But there wasn't a plethora of teachers who appeared on cassette tapes. There was a handful of them. Then when the DVDs came out, I mean, when the VHS tapes began to emerge and whatnot, now you had the opportunity to take this information or these classes that you probably couldn't make it to, because a lot of these classes were and you know, they weren't really like just open to the public like that. You know, you had to be in the know to be in in those buildings and in those classrooms amongst Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark and some of the master teachers. And a lot of them were teaching in colleges as well. So we were relying on the VHS tapes. So the VHS tapes gave rise to a whole new set of teachers. Then the DVD game came and that merged with technology, and that was a whole era. And then the YouTube era came, the streamings and whatnot, and that gave rise to a whole new era. And then Facebook and Instagram started streaming and doing video, and that gave rise to a whole new era. Completely new teachers that are completely outside of the realm of YouTube. That's not, they might be on YouTube now and might be known on YouTube, but that's not where they got their start. They got their start on Instagram and on Facebook. And then after that, you have Snapchat, and TikTok stars and whatnot who don't come through any of those other channels. They come through TikTok and Snapchat. Now imagine if you are a student, right? You're in the audience. You're somebody to soak up information. You're sapiosexual and whatnot. You know, you're on a path. You're going down a rabbit hole. You just are chewing on everything, and you're just glutton. You have a gluttonous nature for the information, right? So imagine, you know, you just getting into this shit. Like you might have saw a Breakfast Club interview, and it was one of the teachers and whatnot, and that shit led you to another teacher, then another teacher, then another teacher, and this shit was like discovering, you know, I don't know. I don't even want to be, you know, it just felt like discovering a whole new dimension of life. You know how Little Wayne said no ceiling? You see the ceiling? It's like the fucking ceiling comes off, and you're in this whole nother dimension, right? Imagine that. And then you got to keep up with a live stream from all of the people that you follow on Instagram. Then you got to keep up with the live streams when they start going live on Snapchat and TikTok. Then whatever somebody is saying on TikTok in 1 minute, right? A 1 minute video with a background that looked like this, right? The little green screen background. Even if you know, sometimes you can't even research everything that you're hearing because the video is a minute. The shit sound good, and you've been following this nigga since 2020, since the lockdown. So you like, you know what? I'm gonna take this shit for face value, and I'm gonna believe it, and I'm even gonna regurgitate it. Then you act outside of that, you have somebody that goes live on YouTube every night that you watch, right? So now people are like, y'all don't watch TV no more. You nigga, you don't even have the option to watch TV if you wanted to, because you're watching all of these channels on your phone, because there's a flood of consciousness now. There's a deluge of consciousness. And consciousness is what is known, we're in the Aquarian age. It's so Aquarius. It's so Aquarian right now. It is a flood of information. And if you don't know how to swim, you could drown in it. When it was more concentrated and it wasn't as many names and whatnot, the information was like an 8 or a 9. You know what I'm talking about? That Fetty Wap. It was very heavy to the point where people have been known to faint at either Phil Valentine lectures or Bobby Hemmett lectures, or whilst watching the DVD in the comfort of their homes and whatnot. I heard reports of spontaneous combustion. You know what I mean? If you did, let me know. But I heard niggas was blown up. Blue Pill had popped in for a minute, then he popped out. But these teachers or these speakers or these scholars of the golden era, I would like to call it, and I'll say their names: Dr. Phil Valentine, Bobby Hemmett, Delbert Blair, right? Hakeem Bey, C. Freeman L., Taj Tariq Bey, Dr. Sabi, Dr. Jewel Pookrum, Dr. Africa, Dr. Francis Cress Wilson, Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, Dr. Jack Felder, Del Jones, Barashango. There's a lot more, but these were some of the heavy hitters. Brother Daoud, Rising Power. You know what I'm saying? These was different type of teachers. Amos Wilson. Their whole demeanor and everything was different. Like if I mean, we don't, I'm not speaking to no children out here. Y'all are grown adults. You know what I mean? Y'all know what's going on. We all understand what the fuck I'm saying. These people have this sort of decorum to them that I don't have to sell it to you. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I want you niggas to have FOMO. You understand? I want you to have FOMO for missing out. I want you to be like, damn, I wish I was there. I want you to feel like that. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's feelings like that that will probably create a situation like that in the near future, because you can't live in your past, but you could manifest that in tomorrow's world and whatnot. But I'm here to let you know, shit, I wish I could go back and read and just soak up just being in that atmosphere of LIU, National Black Theater, that they tore down and whatnot. You know, there was history was being made in those buildings. You know, history, and I'm talking about going back into the 90s, the slave theater in Brooklyn. Like, these are historical places. And even though our people are still at this early stage of waking up, I mean, God damn it, it won't really take much for me to show to show y'all that these names that I just said, these names that rolled off of my tongue, along with other names, will be these names will be the value that's added to these names, they're going to be much higher in 20 years. Just know that. And I'm not even adding monetary value. We talking about social credit. We talking about social value and whatnot beyond fiat, because you can't put a money value to red pill meat. I don't know about the red pill movement. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know about any other person out there perpetrating some type of red pillage and whatnot. I'm talking about the original red pill, my niggas. Me. You can't attribute a money value to what I mean to this whole planet. You know what I'm talking about? It's impossible. It's impossible. It's that you know, it would be that if you saw the number, you would be insulted. You'd be like, who this nigga think he is? If you saw the number, you would be insulted. So you can't even give it a number. You know, it's just certain people that's on this planet doing certain things in these days and times that are they're invaluable. You couldn't put a ticket on Nipsey Hussle. You couldn't put a ticket on you couldn't equate the value of a Dr. Sabi, bro. So you can't equate the value of a red and a blue pill, and we just getting started. And if my clock got punched tomorrow, my nigga, it's still up in this stuff. The work speaks for itself. I embodied the aspect of the red pill, and it's like everything I touch, I woke up. You know what I'm talking about? I never left a nigga and they was sleeping. That's just not on my jacket, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I never left somewhere and these motherfuckers wasn't up. The Sandman don't like me because I be waking people up. That's a bar. You know? I've been waking people up. And it's so common these days that it's not even, people don't even see the importance of that. It's the shit. I did it so hard it became common. And then when I say I don't just mean me. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's not about I, but it's all about I at the same time. And I can't equate for what nobody else says. I can only speak for me. I know what I did in my post. You know what I'm saying? I know what I did. I know that if I could do it again, I would probably do it double or triple because I would make up for time that I wasted. So the time that I wasted, I would use that time to go even harder. How about that? I wish, yeah, we don't have bombs in the car right now. But, we trying to lay low. But I digress. We just reminiscing while I'm riding in the whip. You know what I'm talking about? Relaxing. You know, what's in your wallet? How's everything with y'all? Y'all all right? How was your strong end? Everybody had a good strong end? Things worked out? I got the Shatrine back on, about to get my hand about to start itching. I got the Shatrine back on. Yo, so without any further ado, I want to bring in a good brother, a twin brother. I'm talking about a twin pillar, the one and only Pope Pablo, so he could speak about his magnificent strong end and some of the revelations, or what we affectionately call the pillar prophecies that are taking place right in front of our very own eyes in real time. So without any further ado, I want to open up the lines for our good brother, Blue Pillar 44. Peace.
Peace, peace.
What's good with you, my brother?
Peace to God.
Peace to the God. How's everything?
Everything good. You feeling good? I ain't got the best fighting. It's not gonna match up well.
Nah, that's that New York feeling though. I'm feeling it's giving me BDP, giving me old KRS One videos.
Yeah. So I'm with Pablo with a Pablo Picasso behind me. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. Pablo on Pablo.
Yeah. Pablo 2X. So um very quickly just wanna say thank you to everybody who participated, especially in the KTLians and the KTL family members who tapped into the live stream. It was a monumental stream. Um, you know, like you said, you really can't put a value and a price tag, because when there's nothing to compare it to, it's not like, yo, they teach
Right,
over here, or now I'm cool on that because I could get this over here. They got it for a better price, and you know it's happening at a time that aligns best with me taking a trip. It's like there's none of that going on. Like, they're not teaching this nowhere else in the world. They're not teaching it at its level, and there's not even no teaching setups that
right.
are considered like that. We were in this brother's venue that I have history in. I used to go there and attend Fight Club, and I also used to attend Happy Monkey in the
Yeah,
same.
shout out to Happy Monkey.
And now I'm up in there doing lectures. You feel me?
That's that progression though.
The shit is beyond crazy. So the way that this came full circle, and it put me in perfect pole position to do my Pope Pablo Pillar Prophecy Sunday sermon, my 18th one, on Times Square yesterday at 11:11 to 12:12 p.m. on 44th and Broadway, in front of the crystal ball that drops on New Year's. You know, and that demonstration was so very necessary, because we were literally setting the groundwork for what ultimately will become us turning back the hands of time. Because today I introduced the family to the new time watch, the new time dial, which counts
Right.
counterclockwise, spins the opposite rotation of the regular clock. And, this is a high end watch, all silver with the sapphires around the bezel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They know brother in Cairo. They know
Yeah,
brother Stephen Richardson on his show.
yeah. Me and him will be doing a master class and a workshop on October 24th, I believe. So we'll be sharing a flyer with the family so they can tap in and get this piece of timepiece. This is a historic timepiece. This is a piece of history, but it's also technology. Imagine what you can do for yourself if you reorientated your mind to think the correct way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You see the world right side up instead of upside down. You see the world as left to right instead of right to left. You know what I'm saying? So it's these are some amazing times, to be witnessing the ending of one timeline, the beginning of a new one. And like you said as well earlier, if you participate in the ushering in of this time and this paradigm, you have yourself to thank, for making good on your contract, making good on your promise to yourself. This is what you signed up for. And look at you,
Right.
God. God did.
God did.
You down
Yeah.
here fulfilling your mandate. You know what I'm saying? A contract that was made on a handshake. You don't got paperwork. You got no paperwork on you. But you still got an oath. You still got a covenant. You know what I'm
Hold on
saying?
real quick, Blue. Tell the people what you was doing right there. Just walk us through this right here.
Okay.
God did. Hope did.
Yeah, I just finished my sermon after 12:12, and I bodied it, and I was giving them the Daniel son right on Times Square. A line of my
Mm,
12. There's a pyramid behind me that's over my head. So that artistic motif, how you use your body as architecture, use your body as art.
that's
You
art,
use
right?
as an instrument of art. To say that I
Which it
have
is.
that pope's headdress on, which comes from Kemet, comes from the actual blue crown, the upper and lower parts of Kemet. Uh, the pope's headdress in particular represents Pisces, or the fish, the open fish mouth, or the age of Pisces,
Right.
which is indicative of belief. Its motif is Jesus, his number is 33. His sign is, of course, Pisces, So, yeah, I was demonstrating, you know, giving him the praying mantis.
Right,
Have
right.
that the streets need a body, so
You gave him one.
gave him one.
How did
Yeah.
New York feel?
Lit. It was amazing.
Uh,
But niggas would
that's
not
good to hear.
hear me when I was
I'm
above
here. I'm sure New Yorkers on this call love to hear that. Here goes your watch.
that. Yeah, that's Brother Nakuru's invention and his creation. I'm partnering with him for the workshop, and also, you know, we're gonna push the promotion. We're gonna push the P to the world, and
So hold on.
Blue sapphires up in there.
That's fire, bro.
yeah,
That's fire, bro.
yeah. So about to change the world again. Like you said, we only started, so it's real interesting. An amazing masterclass from AA. 2 days worth of information and activity for the student body. Everybody
Yeah, he
walked.
was in his bag.
Yeah, he over delivered. Not only in the lecture, he gave away so many freebies. Gave away
Yep. He
um,
gave away a lot of freebies.
a lot of content. He loaded them up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody walked away benefiting immensely. Then Sunday, I was able to do my lecture called "Time in the Technosphere," which that title is paying homage to Jose Arguelles and his amazing book "Time in the Technosphere." So same thing. I went all the way in, and I laid out my time theorem. I explained time and its relationship to the number 44, and I put everything in a box, right? Put it all in a box. Any and everything in existence, everything under the sun, above it and beyond. It
Nah,
all
you was in your bag. You was definitely in your. Both of y'all was in your bag, yo.
show you how to
And
get out.
that ain't cap. Yo, something beautiful happened to me today. I want to share with you, Blue. You know, sometimes they say that that you haven't made it in life until you see your face on a beverage. You know what I'm talking
It's crazy. Crazy. Yeah.
about? And look,
Say what?
my mama was. I said, mom was the one who seen it first. She, you know what I mean? She was like, "Is that you?" Because I got the package dropped off, and yeah, we got, you know what I mean? We got our
Okay.
beverages on deck.
Where my shit at?
So, huh?
Where my shit at?
Say it again.
Where my shit at?
Oh, nah, yours is coming. We got you for the This is cherry and lime.
All right.
You got the You got the blue drink.
That's what it is.
You
That's lit.
know.
That's crazy. Yeah. We had at the club. He got
Oh
some.
no, that's gonna be at the Royal Chamber. Along with the red pill mojitos and the blue pill. Both of them are lit.
They lit. People love them shit.
Nah, they really do.
Yeah, they do. Nah, they really, really do.
Nah, they really, really do. Hold on, I gotta put a flyer up for that too. Damn, that's
Yeah.
a lot of
Not
you know.
going down, going up. Matter of fact, and it's opening up. The grand opening, the return of the Royal Chamber grand opening. You know what I'm saying? Mhm.
9-9.
Bang. Yeah.
Yeah, that's also the weekend, y'all, that we are going back to Stone Mountain. For anybody that didn't hear that announcement on Brother Rich channel on 9/11, which lands on a Sunday, we are all taking a journey back to Crystal Mountain. There's going to be hundreds of us. We call it Charging the Crystal. This is part of a sacred ceremony that started in June, right? So Pope Pablo, of course, you know what I mean, will be in full Pope Pablo mode. We are gonna have some heavy hitters on that crystal on 9/11. 9/11 is of particular importance to me on my journey. That is one of the catalysts to my current day consciousness as the red pill. So this means a lot to me. That spell is still being broken, you know, and 9/11 is something else. But yeah, everyone is welcome who is a part of this network. Um, wear white. We doing the all white thing. And bring bring something to charge up.
Yeah. Ankhs, crystals. You want to bring a drum, your instrument. You
And
want to
a,
bring
and an offering too,
food. Right.
because this is Obatala's mountain.
Yeah. So we need to put that out. Coconut. Different things that you can make offerings to whatever that particular spirit of that ancestor, that mountain is. That mountain is an entity. It has a history. That the crystal is it's a battery. And right now it's being utilized by a whole nother entities to utilizing that battery to power up what they call white supremacy. So you got to short circuit that. You got to,
Ease. Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Got to pull the plug on that.
gotta ring that bell. You gotta remind that particular crystal and when you occupied that space and what you did, how you created a resonance.
Right.
So yeah, I gotta, my energy is like,
Yeah, yo, we're gonna let the Pope go. Listen, if there's anybody in the building who did not show up on Saturday and Sunday and want to see a replay of what was done by these two brothers, you have the opportunity to do that by going to KTL University and just getting the replay from day one and day two. Um, yeah, and everything else that he did, the drops with the PDFs, the study guides, all of that is included in there. So enjoy it. Real quick, for everybody that's out there, I don't care where you live, because this is not about distance. There's no such thing as distance. On 9/9, the Royal Chamber will be having our grand opening. All right. We'll be having our grand opening. You're going to have access to some vegan cuisine, some music, and some hookah, CBD hookahs, and our infused mocktails. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, those infused mocktails, they help release endorphins in the brain, non-alcoholic, and you also have access to some Tassili's Raw Reality items. All right. So the Royal Chamber,
Chef Pablo is definitely gonna be whipping. So
and yes, and Chef Pablo will be, them pies is on deck, that kale is on deck, the nachos, woo! Chef Pablo get it in. 49 Bennett Street, second floor, 49 Bennett Street in Buckhead.
heaven, the gold water,
Goldwater, Seven Heaven. You feel me? Everything will be in the building.
pie,
You
yeah,
know, we're all gonna have some treats
pie,
on deck.
you all on deck.
Yeah. So where the Royals come to get spoiled, come and pull up. Come and enjoy yourself. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Ladies, put that thing. Put it on. Oh yeah, hold on. And it's also on Eventbrite. The tickets are available on Eventbrite. Let me just show you real quickly. Bada bing, bada boom. Go to Eventbrite. Okay, you'll see it up there. We have different options if you want tables. If you want to get, there's a bunch of things that you can get. So just go on the Eventbrite. I know that people like options, so that's what we give it. It's giving options. It's levels. All right. So just put the Royal Chamber Lounge, and it will come up. That is on Eventbrite. All right. We prefer that you get your tickets. There's no promise that there'll be tickets sold at the door, especially when these tickets sell out. You won't be able to just walk up because, like
Yeah.
I said, we're
So
dealing with, we have a members only mentality, right? So this is for people who are members, not just people. We're not doing walk ups like that. You know what I mean?
yeah, not too much of that.
Not too much of that. That left with it. That didn't make it to past the Great Reset.
Right.
Great Reset said members only. So
All right.
yes, sir. I appreciate you, Blue, man.
Up.
Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will tap back in with you, man.
Peace, y'all.
Blue. Yeah. So as you can see, Pope Pablo in the building. Yeah. We'll have some further conversations about some things, but timing is everything. And like I said, everything is not for the public internet, like YouTube. You know what I mean? You can't talk about everything, but there's some things that took place and some things that are taking place that we will be covering in the near future. You know what I mean? But all I have to say is, please don't sleep on the Pope. You know what I'm talking about? There's nothing to brag about it. I don't want to approach it with arrogance, but please don't sleep on the Pope. This brother since he's been in his bag with his narrative about winning Rome and pushing, pushing the P's and whatnot. Both of us, for that matter. You know what I'm talking about? I've seen the pillars shaken. You know what I'm talking about? I've seen, and I'm biased, but I could honestly say that I could see I could see the impact. I could see the impact. There's no such thing as coincidence. Niggas be trying to move the goalposts and change the rules in the middle of the game and whatnot when shit start going in favor of the underdogs. But you can't do it. You know what I mean? You can't do that. Like, you gotta show me, you have to show me how you out there sniping shit. You gotta show me your work as a sniper gang. You know what I mean? And it can't be like, oh, you see, this person got cloned, and we need, and I ain't saying facts like, facts that you could read. I'm saying I need to see real world events that tie in to your predictions and your prophecies. Like, people say a lot of things about Rod Hayes, but I've seen Rod Hayes cook some shit up in real time. The next day, shit was taking place. You feel me? I've seen it. And at this point in the game, and it's nothing to take away from anybody, but that's really like how I'm rating my top 10. That's how I'm kind of like saying who's really on this shit. Because to articulate and to be a wordsmith and to have the gift of gab, you could study the greats and do that. That's not even saying much. I'm talking about who's really speaking to the spirits, to whereas they're speaking about shit right before it's happening. Who's manifesting things? Who's in a prophecy bag? Who's speaking things into existence? Like, and there's nothing to take away from anyone because this is not a motherfucking competition. I just want heads to be counted, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Not who's regurgitating the news about what had happened and this is your interpretation of it and you got your peanut gallery. No, not that. And that's nothing. That's called journalism. And we do journalism. So there's nothing to take away from journalism. We do journalism, but we also do teaching and we also do some prophetic shit too. You know what I'm talking about? And we also give you some pillar prophecies, and we do some other things. But for journalism, for journalistic purposes, and for the purposes of, the students that are out there, I would love to see y'all top 10 of the teachers or the speakers, whatever, I don't know what you call them, master teachers, the scholars, the YouTube niggas, you know what I mean? Whatever y'all call them, the hoteppers, whatever their names are, who's like the top 10 alive, right, of the new generation that, have spoken real-time prophecy. I would like to know. Let's go. I don't want to know mine. I want to know yours. I already gave you one of them, and it's Pope Pablo. I'm gonna throw myself in there as well because I've been cooking. You know what I'm talking about? My shit comes true. My shit be hitting too. My cars be hitting. But I want to know from y'all, who is it? Wise Royalty? Yes, I could attribute to she be hitting shit too on the nose. You feel me? I've seen her catch a few bodies. You said Katira's on point with it? Okay. Shout out to Katira. I believe she got married. Congratulations, sis. Marriage is the touchdown, right? That's the goal. You said, Brother Yusef? We talking prophecies, not resonate. Shout out to Yusef. Shout out to all of the teachers because they all resonate, right? People got resonance. They have resonance in this field. And that's cool, right? But we talking about who's prophetic with it, right? So if the brother's prophetic with it, then salute to him. Aquarius, yes, she's on it. She's on it. Shout out to her. Sister Myra's definitely on it. She's been predicting things since back in the blog talk days with Coach Kayer, and even when she was coming on Know the Ledge Radio, she's been on her shit. And of course, the God, Al Kibalon. I wish I had my motherfucking bonds with me because, you know, yeah. And of course, KT, the motherfucking arch degree. You know what I mean? I got some good news coming up soon too for all of my THC, CBD, CBG, Delta 8 smokers out there. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we got the Pillar T. We got the Pillar T, so it's only right that we got the Pillar strain. So I got some good news coming up. Get your lungs ready, my niggas. How about that? AA Rashid, uh-huh. KT the arch degree. And y'all don't gotta stroke my ego either. Just say what the fuck. Say what y'all feel. And I'm not saying that y'all doing that, but you know, just speak your mind. Don't feel like I'll be offended if you say any names. I'm just saying that as a disclaimer because this is I don't like to put pressure on people's free thinking and whatnot. This is not a dictatorship. And my ego, I'm not one of those egotistical people that won't say people's names. Dr. Claude Anderson, he's prophetic. Brother Hank, definitely Hank been tapping in. Those guys, Red Pill and Blue Pill, yeah, I heard of them. They go in. Panic, yeah, he goes in. Uh-huh. I'll run down some of mine. The Fear of a Blackamoor Messiah, right? You started seeing them, right? You started seeing the Messiahs, and then Nipsey came forward, and he embodied everything that I was talking about. He embodied everything that I was talking about, right? When I was talking about a Blackamoor Messiah of these days, right? Black Dot is definitely, yeah, roll one up. What you doing? What time is it? I'm not on the West Coast. It's like midnight where I'm at. I know you niggas are still in the West Coast. Y'all ain't even getting the house yet, probably, but definitely relax. You know what I'm saying? This is approved by the shamans. You know what I'm talking about? This is medicine. Okay? So, there's some legends out there. You feel me? There's some legends out there. These 10 people should be the most important people in your existence right now. And I'm not speaking of a worshiping point of view. I'm speaking from a value aspect. These people should be the most valuable people to you in terms of making sure that if you say that these are the ones, right? Two things, right? And I'm not an opportunist, right? However, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a visionary, right? And I'm also a consultant. So this is something that I will reveal on a public forum, but I wouldn't necessarily say it in the public like that because it's not really for the public because this is not something, it's not broad-based, it's not generalized, but there are people who are out there who understand the importance of nostalgia, who are collectors, who understand the importance of culture, who understand the importance of being what is known as curators. So every single thing, right? They do it in music, they do it in sports, right? They collect memorabilia, right? Memorabilia. They collect the cards, they collect the gloves, they collect the bats, they collect the balls, they collect the shorts, they collect the jerseys. You understand? They collect the rings, they collect the autographs, they collect the photos. They understand the value and the importance of those that are amongst them while they're amongst them, right? They understand that. So what do they do in real time? They like, wherever Michael Jordan shows up, gonna make sure I show up, because I'll never get to see Michael Jordan probably ever again in my life. I could tell my children, nah, I was with Jordan, I got a picture of him. And they'll believe me because I can prove it. So it befuddles me and it blows me away that so many people they fail at that opportunity. You know, they put it on the back burner and they go get Glorilla merchandise, or they go and support, you know, their local trap rappers, or I don't know what they do. But I know that they're not collecting. I know that they're not, you know, they're not running down on these teachers like these teachers are sneakers. They not treating them like cool guys. They're not doing that. It might be 1%. Yeah, they're not running down on the designers of their consciousness and the designers of their reality and the designers of this new paradise that they exist in, right? They're running down on designer fucking pants and shirts and bags and purses. You know what I'm talking about? They'll treat the designer from China with more care and value than they treat the master teachers, or the ones who come amongst them and do something for them that no one has ever done. And that's give them the motherfucking keys to the whip. What's the whip? You the whip. You hear what I'm talking about? Give him the keys to the whip. Give him the keys to the spaceship. Give him the keys to a higher, you know, took him out of the Honda, put him in the Maybach. When you get the downloads and you get to fucking realize who you really are, and you become aware of your ancestors, and you get told, you know, how to approach this shit the right way, come on, that's priceless. You know. And what we want to do, or what we're gonna do over here at Know the Ledge / Know the Ledger / the Netaverse, is we're gonna make a very interactive, you know, experience, because that's what it is, a very interactive experience where you could begin to take a journey on knowing yourself the right way, right? With order, the proper way. You know, we've gamified something that is, you know, that many people have experienced and whatnot on their journeys. So, you know, I say all of that to say that people know the cost of everything and the value of nothing, right? And you can't, I'm not saying that to shame anyone. I'm just pointing it out that that's one of the results of living in this quote unquote gross economic model or system that we're in of capitalism, you know. But thank God, thank God we've been able to hold on long enough. And now we're shifting into this new economic model of decentralized finances, nodes and whatnot, DeFi, compounding, farming, staking. Like this shit is going crazy. So, things are definitely looking good in the right direction. You just got to know what direction to pray in, you know. But ye are rich. Amongst you are some very, 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 very priceless minds, some very valuable names and whatnot. Some people who are honored around the world to this day, and will be honored around the world to this day. They're gonna make statues in their images and in their names. Do you know that there's statue making machines that exist right now? Go and Google it. Somebody, so I might need a new Little Goddess in the building. Shout out to Little Goddess. Little Goddess is making major moves on the Discord, working with our good brothers over there at Comedic Nation and on the Netaverse. So she's doing monumental things, and she can't be in 3 places at once. So I'm gonna need some mods who have who could. I don't know if you could replicate what she could do, but you could do your thuggism. You could do your portion. But yeah, can you Google that? Somebody. There's a machine. They have statue making machines now. Right? So there's no reason why in the very near future, I ain't even talking about years from now, in the very near future, like before maybe even a year is over, or definitely on the top of the agenda for 23, there should be some statues easily put up for the master teacher, Dr. Sebi, and more of the greats. More of the greats. You feel me? I just want to see Sebi's one go up first, and I'm not being biased or anything, but, I want to see that go up. You feel me? I want to see Dr. Francis Cress Wilson statue go up. Dr. Ben statue go up. You feel me? There's a few people. And even on your own estates, I'm going to put the statues of my grandfather, my grandmother, and my family members in statue form. Black marble. You know what I'm talking about? Obsidian out this bitch. BGA Newark machine. Is that the name of the machine that does it? So we could do our research, right? I believe there's a moon that's outside your window right now that's charged up. Could somebody send a motherfucking Scud missile of a affirmation or some type of where my brouhahas at? You know what I mean? Could we work this shit right here? Could we get this machine? Yeah, those are the 3D printers. The BGA net rework machine. So I named off a litany of great ones who were humans, right, in the flesh, but were able to, compress the light that they had within them and shine that thing like a bright diamond in some days and times that we don't even know. We could only speculate from what we learned and shit, but we know that they came up through some rough ass times and whatnot. And they was able to teach a whole generation of some monkey ass niggas, you know what I'm talking about, who were working in their monkey brain. You feel me? Running around catching monkeypox, and they raised them up to be erect men and women, who don't even motherfucking identify as monkeys anymore. You know, the only monkey they acknowledge is Tahuti as a baboon. But people are standing upright, erect, head high, in their higher self, in their God self, connected to a higher purpose, connected to a higher energy. Motherfuckers they weren't just born like that. They didn't wake up like that. You know what I mean? Not out of their bed. They wake up out of their slumber, or they woke up out of their state of death, or waking death, or, sleepwalking, or knuckle dragging by way of someone shining their light. And even if it was their light shine from another's, more than likely that other is attached to one of these master teachers who are part of the pantheon, right? Say it with me. The pantheon of the great ones, right? The elders, part of the 100-year dynasty, started in 1920. Okay. Started in 1920. That'll be in the upcoming book. You know what I mean? The 100-year dynasty. So we got work to do. That'll be a part of the Facts Initiative, by the way. I had a song to play. I wanted to open it up. I wanted to start this shit out with a bang with the facts. But I don't know. It wouldn't upload for some reason. Let me see if I could go to my Instagram page. Give me a minute. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Brother Seven Bomar. Yep. I seen y'all putting a seer up. Yep, definitely a seer. True Master. People don't know about True Master. He's one of the early legends. Professor Black Truth. Is he tapped in? Or is he doing like political stuff? I would like to know. He does esoteric? Because most of the people that I've been saying, those are like a lot of esoteric teachers and whatnot. And a lot of this information, this like, yeah, it can't, it's not all logical. No. Fauci is stepping down. Yeah, Fauci is stepping down. He's out of here, allegedly. He's out of here. Huh. 3D CNC. Yeah, I'm kind of stoked. 333 watching. I'm kind of stoked about these 3D machines, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because I already know what's going to be created with those. Something that's never really been created before. Imagine if the pyramids were created by a higher advanced form of a 3D machine that had perfect math and cut the bricks perfectly, was doing all of that. What if there was like an advanced 3D machine that was able to basically put pyramids together in that form? You ever thought about that? Is it too early for twin pillar statues? Oh, not at all. What are you talking about? Not at all. Those go up immediately. Brother RZA. Yeah, RZA gets a statue. Definitely. RZA gets a statue, bro. Esoteric Freeman. Oh, man. I don't think y'all understand how important C. Freeman is. That's Bobby Hemmett's teacher, right? That's his teacher. That's Bobby's master teacher. Like C. Freeman is a master, y'all. You get the opportunity to tap in with him or to his teaching. You know, yeah, you're gonna clean you up. And that's what this is about, cleaning each other up, you know, and being able to take this information and apply it and take this information and share it and take this information and do it thou wilt, meaning, you know, forge it and mold it into something great because you can do that. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's been done. You could do it and then some. You know, you could do it and then some. The minister, woo, of course, you deserve a statue too. Yes, of course. I agree. You know, Mama Pill statue, that's gonna be fly. You know, KT, Savvy Babies, you know. We don't have to have statues when we're gone. We don't have to have murals on the wall like the brother billionaire PA. Yeah, he got murals all around the world. He's alive and thriving. Like, no, we got to break that. That's another one. That's another thing that needs to be changed in the Great Reset. You feel me? Can we do the Great Reset commandments? You know, what comes with the Great Reset? Oh yeah, keys, definitely keys. You know, keys is on fire right now. But Key's been tapping into, you know, he's been able to look and pierce into the future. I've seen him do that. Big up Delbert, he said prime source creator. That's legendary. All these gods is lesser gods. Yeah, Delbert, he was really big on prime source creator. You know, Father Rich Monument, of course. We already know that. Walter Williams, yes, he's a legend. Mhm. All right, Billy Carson. Yeah. So you know, like when you go to the museum in New York, they call it the Metropolitan Museum. They got the other museum, they got the Guggenheim, the Whitney, you know, and you gotta walk through these big ass halls and walk through these fucking these Romans, you know, butt ass naked, and you know, then you gotta walk by other artifacts. So yeah, with the advent of the 3D printing machine, with the rise of the 3D printing machines and other laser printing machines or laser cutting machines, wood cutting machines, there's all of this technology that helps to expedite, you know, building out some artifacts that that are art and facts. So we could fill up museums right now just with the work that's been done in the last 100 years. You know what I'm talking about? Along with historical artifacts that we go ahead and petition in and take back from the robber barons and the grave diggers and the mound gritters and everybody else that's running around with our power pieces. You know, I think that's worthy of it. CNC machines. Yeah, I do the research on that. I'll do the research on that. We're gonna get our little investment team together. This investment team is we're gonna start snatching up a lot of things because it's definitely time for that. You know what I mean? If this ain't the time, then tell me please, what is? If this is not the time to start making these power moves, then I beg of you to let me know what it is. Let me know, what am I missing? You know, it's crazy. It's up, and it's really up. You know what I mean? It is really, really up. And it's beautiful. What a fucking time to be alive. What a fucking time to be alive. Bobby Hemmett statue, Phil Valentine statue. Shit, even a Sarnetta statue, the legend. So it's you know what I mean? Like, it's time to celebrate. That's part of the Great Reset as well. Great Reset is, now that we on this other side, then who are you going to celebrate now that you've getting, because we've definitely entered into a next phase of this shit. Yeah, so many people are going to give it so many different names and assign what their doctrine or their dogma or whatever they feel like saying it is. But I'm just saying that we've entered into a new paradigm. I'm a paradigm shifter, right? Yes, Steve Copley statues. All of the great ones that are no longer with us, the pantheons, you know what I'm talking about? The ring of power. The ring of power. All of them get charged up and on a grid. I would suggest a mound, to be honest with you. Like, I think it's either the statue circling a mound or the statues on top of a mound. That'll be fire. You know? And then, of course, you have the El Malik Shabazz, the Clarence X's, the Elijahs. You know, there's different generations going all the way back to the 20s. You have the Noble Drew Ali's, the Marcus Garveys. You know what I mean? There's a lot of them. You know, even those that were legends in Africa. There were legends all around the world. And then it could go all the way, these statues could go all the way back, all the way into the 18th and the 8th dynasty if need be. And then even further back to that. So get into the business of statue making, my niggas. You understand? All you're doing is designing, really. Like I said, you don't even have to do the labor. There's machines out there working for you niggas. Did you know that? Did you know that there's machines out there working for you niggas? And you out there trying to get a job, but there's machines out there working for niggas. And they talking about who we supposed to be working for. But the machine will do it. It'll do something for you. And the machine is more loyal than people who may be right from the soil. You feel me? Like, really think about that one. So what we're going to do in a minute is pull over the whip, you know what I'm talking about, and pull up to the factory. We got some merch on deck. School is coming back. September is in a few days. Fall is here. So it's time for the drip report and whatnot. Yeah, that part. So we got some pieces and whatnot. And y'all are going to be the first ones with access to them. We're going to make this very easy. If you see something that you want, hit the Cash App, you know what I mean? And because I'll say the size of it, you hit the Cash App, I'll tell you the price of it, and then you hit it, and it's yours. And we'll take it from there. You feel me? So that's what we're going to do when we pull the whip over. But before we pull the whip over, I just want to ask, I want to take about 2 or 3 questions from the audience so we could field some of the questions from tonight. But make a long story short, what Blue Pill and AA Rashid did this strong in That whole demonstration is very legendary because of what took place in New York while they were doing the lecture in real time, right? At Saint Catholic, at Saint Cathedral, Saint Catholic, what's that? The St. Patrick's Cathedral. Go and Google it, right? The brother is definitely tapping into something that, like I said, it wouldn't even I wouldn't even be on YouTube bragging about it because we don't get no points for that on YouTube. Cash App is Philip Moreland. That shit you put in documentaries. Being on YouTube talking about it could get your page taken. That's just shit you put in a documentary. You know what I'm talking about? One of those things that just makes it, even more compelling. But mine is out here drilling like them boys, like the sniper gang. Mine is out here drilling like Dirk and them. How about that? Yeah, I'm familiar with that video. You know? Cash App is right here, beloved. It's Phil Moreland. Phil Moreland. Right? Like Phil Moreland. I was in Virginia. I was in Charlotte, right? Shout out to Brother Truth and them. I was in Charlotte this strong end, right? And I was tapping in to a lecture that a brother was doing. And he was reading the Constitution, right? No, the preamble, not the Constitution. He was reading the preamble, right? And he broke down how the preamble was referring to the Moors. The shit was crazy. It's right there in plain English because he went into the dictionary to show, no, you put the wrong name, not Philly Moore, no, Phil. See, when you put my name in, my picture's supposed to pop up, red pill, right? You need to, if you don't see that, then it's not me. That's why it's very important to put Phil, Phil, Moreland, more land. But make a long story short, whenever you see, sometimes you'll see More, more in literature, and you think it's referring to more, like meaning more, when it's not. It's sometimes talking about the more, because that's another way for saying more is More. More, on the run, eating. More, More, peace of the God. This nigga's on the run, eating. There you go. There you go. Appreciate that. So yes, a few weeks ago, I was on live with Billionaire PA. He was on the gram and whatnot. And Billionaire was like, yo, you saw my artwork. I was showing the artwork off and whatnot. It was like, yo, that artwork is fire. You know what I mean? You selling that? And I was like, yeah, I'm selling that. I'm eventually gonna sell it. I'm gonna put it on one of those, frames and whatnot. And he was like, word. He was like, yo, you should put that on as a shirt. And I was like, nah, I don't know about putting artwork on a shirt because, I'm real particular about how I design my shirts. He was like, nah, F that, you know what I mean? Because, I know how people are. They, if they got your artwork, they also gonna want the shirt to go with it. So make a long story short, I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. And we was on live, so people were seeing the interaction. So I took a whole bunch of, I asked, people was pre-ordering the shirts. They was like, yo, I will buy it, pre-ordering it, da. So I basically was like, I'm gonna take them on a journey to show them how I take an idea, right? Or a piece of paper, artwork on a piece of paper, and the steps that it takes to put that as a finished product, right? Because that's very important, because sometimes as creators, we forget that everybody don't know how to do shit like that. Like we think everybody knows how to take a piece of paper, some art on a piece of paper that they see that's fly, be like, damn, and conceptualize to see it in your mind's eye on a piece of clothing or apparel, right? Fly as fuck, not just thrown on there, but put together the right way. And that actually becoming, you know, something that has your brand on it, your logo on it, your name on it. And that business is not just sustaining you, but, you know, affording you a great life. Like, I don't know if people understand that's, you know, it starts with the idea first. You know what I'm talking about? It starts with the idea first. So this is what I went and did. I gave it a shot, right? Matter of fact, I gotta get out of the Bentley. Hold on, let me get out the Maybach. Let me pull over the whip. I forgot to hop out the whip. Skirt. I'm out the whip. All right. So I got to give Billionaire PA his props, right? Because he definitely convinced me to go ahead and make that happen, right? So this is part of my limited collection, right, of my artwork and whatnot. This one here, this is small, right? This for the ladies, right? Or this for a little dude. You know what I'm talking about? This for somebody that's very small and whatnot. This is $44, right? So let me know who wants this one right here. And you'll let me know by sending the Cash App. Just don't say it. Spray it. You know what I'm talking about? Just don't say it. Pay it. You know what I'm talking about? That part. And I'll put it to the side and I'll make sure you get that. And all orders will be going out mañana, right? Because I'm going to, you know, to Texas. So I'm going to get everything done before I make that move. Right. And please say a happy birthday for Wisdom Bella. My daughter, Wisdom Bella, is turning 9 years old. And she's going to have a wonderful, beautiful, magnificent celebration. Her whole family is going to just shower her with love and whatnot. And I'm very excited about that. You know, it's my baby doll right there. But yeah, let me see. I set my Cash App right there. Okay. So we're gonna go through some sizes because I got work right here. So, you know, this is the best way. We don't gotta wait for do a pop-up. This is gonna be a pop-up right here. Right. So this is the pink one. Okay. This is silk screen, right? So what the meaning of silk screen means that it doesn't wash away. You could run an iron over it if need be. This is professionally done, of course, right? Silk screen. It's not an iron on. It's in the fabric, right? This is my original artwork, okay? I designed this in the earlier days of when I was waking up, you know what I mean? It was probably like 08 and whatnot, 09. We call it the Red Pill Collection. This right here, this is the red on gold right here. This is the red gold. Oh man. This is, it's a large baby. It's a large. It's right there is a large. Okay. That's a large. This shit is fire. This red one is hitting. Oh, you lucky. Whew. We got the red summer. You know what I'm talking about? Now, if anybody knows what this symbol is right here, I'll give you this shirt. Let me see. What size is this? This is a medium. If anybody could tell me what this symbol means, I will give you this shirt for, oh, this is free $99. You just pay for the shipping. I'm going to hold this right here. This is a medium. Get it for your gal or somebody, for the little homies if you're a 2X. But answer that question. We're going to make this shit interactive. You know what I'm talking about? Because people be seeing it and they be thinking like, oh my goodness, what is he wearing? You know what I mean? And I be like, damn, you niggas don't study, huh? Y'all just want to wear shirts. You know what I mean? You don't do the research. You just wear the t-shirts. Right? People, it's symbols right in front of us. And we be trying to give each other power, but the people can't even take the power. That is not a pentagram. That is not a pentagram. Hold it up again, please. That's not how that shit works in school. They show it to you and then they take it away. And then somebody has to basically win the prize, right? That's how that works. We don't do it like, we don't do second. Nah, that's not how that shit worked in school. Order of the Eastern Star. No. You got one in XL. Yeah, I do. I'll show you the XL in a minute. Male, female, 5-point star. I'm gonna take 3 more, and then I'm gonna just, go about my business and whatnot, and we'll talk about that shit later. And it's no offense, nothing personal. You feel me? The fire star, the Ion, the divine goddess. No, it looked like a macabre. Okay, so cool. Nobody won, and I love everybody. It's all good. We're in school, right? This is the tetragrammaton. This is the tetragrammaton. This is the symbol for God, right? For people who want to talk about, you know what I mean? This is this tetragrammaton. Okay? This is the symbol for my album, The Red Summer, right? This is the 4 the tetragrammaton, that's the 4 I'm banging. So just go and do your research on that. No offense, it's all love. It is all love. And the name was right there too. But I know that y'all watching you looking at you see, I tricked you. It's not even you. I'm playing games with your mental. This is me on my Dr. Mindbender shit. I know that the graphics is so crazy that you looking at the artwork that you can't even really see, you can't even see the damn thing in front of you. You just kind of mesmerized. I get it. This right here is a medium. This gray right here is a medium. You feel me? If y'all see it and y'all like it, y'all know what to do. You feel me? No pressure on nobody. But if you see it and you like it, it's yours. You know what I mean? Get it before Canal Street gets it. I'm just playing. Something in me do want to go back to New York City though and stand behind a table. Like, I just need that. I need that hit in my city. I was watching Blue and them out there. I'm like, yeah, I need to go and set up a table. I feel like taking it back to the days. This is the orange one. This right here, this is also a large. You feel me? So, here go the XL for the tetragrammaton one. That's you right there. Feel me? That's a white boy. Now, for my OGs out there, right? We know that once September comes, that means hoodie season is back, that the summer's over. So this is a large right here, right? If you could see the embroidery, see the stitchings, right? That's that good stitching right there. That's that Garvey. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Marcus Garvey in the building. This also has a nice little logo on the back that I want you to see, because it's all about the embroidery and the stitching and whatnot. It's always about good stitching, right? It's all about the stitching. So if you see that right there, it's on the back. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is a good boy right here, and it's real comfortable. Ladies, this thing feels like a pillow. You're gonna steal it from your boyfriend. It's mad. You know, look at the cone head, big cone head. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, big cone head. So yeah. This is a large. You're lucky. You're large. It's a lot of big sizes in the Garvey, like not a lot of 2X's, but that's a large. You know what I'm talking about? Let's check out the black one real quick before we go into something else. That's the black boy. It's you. These for the big dudes though. This for the, because y'all be saying that I'm forgetting about y'all. They be complaining and whatnot. Because I'm under 200 pounds. They be like, yeah, they only getting people with mediums and whatnot. So these for the big, this for the players. You know what I'm saying? They ain't forget about y'all. That's for the big vegans out there. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Now, like I said, once in a lifetime, you get a group of artists. Shout out to another artist amongst us, my good brother Jefferson, another master artist that is out here. It's a lot of us. It's not a lot of us. It's a few of us. You know what I'm talking about? It's a few of us, right? It's not a lot of us. It's not a whole lot of us. It's a handful of us, right? So the brother Jefferson with athletics is one of them. My good brother A.A. Rashid, right? A master artist. You know what I'm talking about? We went to high school together for gifted children, and we were both there because of our art and whatnot. So I already know where he comes from. So I know what he's been doing since we were little ones, like, you know, pubescence and shit. But this brother flipped the American Airlines to African Airlines. We got Idi Amin in this bitch. If you got balls enough to wear this, then nigga, holla at your boy. You know what I'm talking about? Holla at your peoples. This one right here, this is for the ladies. This is an extra small, right? Ladies, this is your size. This is an extra small. Or if you want to put this on your little man and whatnot, like your son, you know what I mean? Or, you know, whoever wears extra small. I don't know. Shit. These are all extra smalls, right? Savvy Genesis. What did I say earlier about collectors, right? I mentioned something about there's a percentage of people amongst us. It don't matter what niche you're in. It doesn't matter what community you're in. There's always going to be a group amongst you who are collectors, right? When I used to sell at the table, they were collectors. I had regular customers that were collectors. They would come through and drop and buy everything on the table and put it in a bag and bounce. I never see them wear it. I never see them rock it. They'll come back when I refresh my table and put more new items on it. They just say, give me one of each. And I'd be like, damn, I don't even have your size. They'd be like, I didn't ask you that. Give me one of each. That's all I want. They get them, and I know what they're doing. They're putting it somewhere. They're vacuum sealing it. They're putting it up somewhere. They're hiding it somewhere. And they're what are they doing? They're hedging their bet. They're hedging their bets. Okay? You hedge your bets in real life with real life people, as well as the motherfucking stocks and all of that other shit. They're hedging their bets because they know in a few years. It ain't even gonna be long. In a few years, shit gonna be crazy. This is another extra small, that good Nipsey Blue. Talk about it. Yeah, that's extra small for your ass. This right here is for the shooters. You know what I mean? I ain't here to judge you. Matter of fact, I was having a conversation this weekend with somebody, one of my peoples and whatnot. We was talking about the drillers and the critiques that I have of drill music. And, you know, we both came to the conclusion and the agreement that from the occult standpoint, now these hoodies right here, I'm so sorry because I haven't been giving y'all the numbers and whatnot. These hoodies are $80, okay? This is $80. This is called direct to garment. If you see this, right? This is not a silk screen. This is not a fucking, this is not somebody, you know, when people be putting on the heat press machine. No, this ain't that. This is part of the fabric, okay? This is industry standard, all right? This is something that you would pay $100 and something for in any boutique, okay? This is an extra large, okay? This is an extra large. And any purchases over $100, you get a free bag of crystals. I'll show you the bag in 1 minute. Give me a minute. You know what I mean? For all of my brothers out there and taking a red pill, there goes your red right there. You gonna put that together with your Jordans? You gonna put that together with your Jordans? Yeah. We do high quality fabric over here, ladies and gentlemen. We're not expensive, but we're definitely not cheap. There's no more cheapness in the apparel brands anymore. Ever since Jefferson came, he upgraded all of us. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, we're doing our shit industry standard now. And, you know, everybody is looking more drippier as a result of that. You know what I'm saying? I see the whole community benefiting, you know, because it's about your wardrobe, you know, and everywhere I look, there's new clothing lines popping up with big drip. You know what I'm talking about? People stop you in the streets complimenting you. You know, you're welcome. So this right here, this is an extra large. This is that Nipsey Blue. In the tagline, you just say African Airlines. I know what you're talking about. Or you say Sabi Genesis. Or you say Garvey Red, Garvey Black. You know? This is another extra large. Right here. This right here is an exclusive design that y'all probably have not seen, you know what I mean? And it's very exclusive, so, and it's very limited as well. It's 101, so make sure you take advantage of the fact that we have some limited collector items. This really is for the collectors, y'all. I mean, and it's for the dripping tits. School is going back to school. You want to send, this is an extra small. Do you want to send your Star Seed back with a Sabi hoodie? Be the talk of the preschool. Be the talk of the grade school. Be the talk of the Montessorium. Be the talk of the private school. Be the talk of the Catholic school. I don't know. Be the talk of the home school. I'm just saying. You know, I used to be a stylist. Can't help it. Ooh, that good black. That good. Them Larry Davises is crazy, man. If y'all don't know who Larry Davis is, Google him and prepare to be blown away, literally. He's a New York legend. He stood up to the po-po. This thing used to go. This is a 3X, right? This is a 3X. You know what I'm saying? For my truck drivers out there, come and get this. Pull up to a truck stop and let your clothes talk for you, my nigga. That's why we got this shit. Let your clothes talk for you. You know what I'm talking about? I don't have to say much. You don't got to be loud when you wearing shit like this. And to be honest with you, a lot of y'all be having the drip. Y'all be having the jewelry without the drip. or y'all be having the drip without the jewelry. You got to make it make sense to me. Put all of that shit together, family. You know what I mean? It's a motherfucking combination deal. Your wristwear should be looking like something. You know what I'm talking about? Your neck and your wrist don't lie. You know, your shit should be, you know, it should be a little chunky. You feel me? With some crystals on it. Even I'm doing minimalism these days. If you see me, I've been stripped down. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going minimal. But you could go trunk jewelry on them. You could go chunky on them. You know what I'm talking about? You could go chunky on them. I don't want to drown y'all with pieces. That's enough for right now. Like, you know, I'm gonna turn the faucet off. You know what I'm talking about? I don't believe in overkill and whatnot. Yeah, that's enough pieces. You know, let the auctioning begin. Do your thing, y'all. Here's the Cash App. It's right there in the ticker. And here's the email. And let's go ahead and get you let's get you these hoodies. Let's get you these shirts. Let's get you these gifts. Let's get you these collector items. And yeah, and we're gonna keep it moving from there. And I appreciate every single one of y'all in advance, you know, and I thank you in advance too. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man. And like I said, I'm gonna inspire somebody out there. I promise you. I know I'm gonna inspire somebody out there to kind of like, you know, see this shit for something else than what you might be seeing it for right now. Because, like I said, I know that a lot of people are going through some things right now because times are hard and shit. And the energy on this planet is very challenging and whatnot. And the mental health is at an all-time low. You know what I mean? So, with the mental health being at an all-time low, fear being pushed on the people, lack, and you know, and the feeling of not having is seeping in and whatnot, along with the rise in violence. So people are on edge. Shit, motherfuckers is like, you know, they're making the wrong decisions. So it's important in these days and times for, you know, the solutions, right, to really be in the forefront, not in the background, not off to the side. It needs to be in people's faces and whatnot. You know, the solutions need to be louder. You feel me? And those with the solutions need to be louder. They need to be more in the forefront. They need to be pushed to the forefront. They need to push those who are not doing the work and who don't have the solutions out of the way. And I'm not saying that figuratively to whereas I'm saying it, I want to, you know, I want to see people push physically. But, you know, distraction is robbing us of, you know, some simple shit. And the simple shit that I speak of is just like a few level upgrades, like to get to where we supposed to have gotten if this shit stayed the course from 2016 leading up to where we're at right now in 2022. I like to play the what if game, you know what I mean? Because sometimes by playing what if, you put people in a mind state of how fucking crazy shit really is right now. Because I say, what if the conscious community didn't have a falling out and didn't, you know, self-destruct and didn't implode and whatnot and didn't splinter off and form an ism in 2016? What if this shit would kept going strong? Where would we be right now? Where would we be right now? Like, what if Dr. Sebi, based off of that occurring, did not succumb to any type of nefariousness in Honduras, right? And the community was united and got together and made sure that representatives were sent down there immediately the night of, and he would have never endured what he endured. But that had to do with the fractured conditions that may have been you know, too late at that point, where communication wasn't healthy between parties. Where would we be? You know, What if nothing happened to Nipsey that night or that day on that Sunday in his parking lot? And the gunman never came back because the girl convinced them that that was a lose-lose, right? And they just went and had some unprotected sex, and he gave birth to another shitty cuz. But Nipsey stayed alive. What if? And then the lockdown happened, and then Nipsey was able to introduce the world to the teachings of Dr. Sebi on live while he was alive, doing the interview with Sebi while he could speak, right? Because that's the documentary. When Sebi was able to say through his own mouth, right? Who is who and who is not who. Who is cool, who is not cool. What it is and what it's not. Because he had a lot of that to say. He wasn't he wasn't raising up everybody wasn't his mans like that, like they portraying right now. So I always say to the people, man, and I really like that's why I gotta get out more, right? Getting out is therapeutic because if you stay in your house, if you stay in your room doing YouTube and doing the internet, you'll begin to believe comments. You'll begin to believe whispering. You'll begin to believe the own voices in your head. You'll begin to believe the wrong shit and not fucking be able to get outside and go around the world and see how you're impacting people who you're meeting for the first time, who know all about you going back for 10 years. They know they've been following you for more than a decade. They know personal shit about you, right? You don't even know these people literally exist like that, right? So it's the faith that I get by tapping in. That's the therapy, bro. That's why I be like, yo, if I pull up to your city, like pull up, because you don't know when you'll ever see me again, type shit. Like get to know me. Take a picture, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Like see that I'm real, because you see people on the internet and in real life, sometimes it don't translate. You be like, damn, you was using filters the whole time. That's weird. But just going back to this whole what if thing, I'm a creative like a motherfucker. I'm part of the fantasy industry. My imagination is intact. I'm artistically inclined, right? And bestowed with the gifts to bring thought and manifest it into not just into reality, but I could bring it into reality in a beauty in a form that it's never even been seen before. I have the magic and the power to do that. I beautify things. I just don't bring it into reality. I could breathe life into the shit. So I could live in my own what if world if I so choose to do. I could utilize the resources that are available to me and create that world, right? Do you believe in a parallel universe? Right? Shout out to Danny Myers. Bar God. I'm too cold. Right? You create any world, any universe, any power. You could create any universe that you want to create. You have permission to do that in this world that you live in right now. And you can even monetize it. Henceforth, why they're coming out with something called the metaverse. And then we're going to trump it. Well, it's already kind of been trumped by the metaverse. And that's a whole nother conversation. We're going to have a metaverse show coming up very, very soon because we got updates to share with y'all. So y'all can see the progress that's been taking place. Look, he said, y'all not Dr. Sebi. Stop it. Stop it. That's right. Talk your shit, bro. Talk your shit. Like having your own server. Yeah, that's part of it. Is Danny Myers ready for Lux? You think so? I don't know if Danny is ready for Lux. It's two different style though. I told y'all that I was opening up a website called the Mark 125th, correct? I say these things sometimes and not unaware that sometimes people are tuning in for the first time, so I'll backtrack a little bit. I have my own clothing line entitled Kings County. This clothing line was founded in 2005 and whatnot, and we've been going strong ever since, right? When I was in Harlem selling Kings County and making it a global brand, I was standing in front of a building called the Mark 125th, which was a closed down mall that sits right in the heart of Harlem. This closed down mall used to generate millions of dollars for people who look like me and you, right? With some legendary stores in it, like Dapper Dan. And I'm paying homage, leaving Harlem and coming to Atlanta. I decided that I wanted to pay homage to the Mark 125th. So I'm launching an online super mall entitled the Mark 125th. And I'm carrying all of the brands of the people that are affiliated with the quote unquote Mark 125th. You feel me? All of the different brands, mostly melanated, right? Brands and whatnot from around the world. I got pieces from UK. Hold up. Let me show you. Let me show you what, you know what I mean? Let me just put y'all on to some game. Shout out to the UK monster them. I've been building, y'all. I've been building. So yeah, shout out to the good brothers over there, the nobles. All right, they got the nice colors and whatnot. That pinstripe, this for you, Blue. All right. Shout out to my good brothers at Hawkseye Apparel. All right, we're gonna have this on the site as well. We're gonna have all flavors, different flavors. Check out the sleeves on that thing. Now this right here, this is gonna set you back. This is like $140. You know what I mean? This right here is fire. Then we got the Alchemist, right? From the UK. That's the Alchemist. Got the piece on the hood. All right, the brand right there. Alchemist. Got it in gold. Yeah, I know that's heat. We got fire. This mall might even open up in the new Black Wall Street. I'm in negotiations right now about that. We're gonna have artwork. It will be selling. This is not my artwork. We will be selling artwork from artists and whatnot. You see that? Yeah. Yeah. Consciousness is a lifestyle, right? I did a lecture called Conscious Industry many, many years ago, and I told y'all that, and I put it out there, and things that have been spoken have come to manifest. And like I said, it's a wonderful time to be alive. This is just what I have right here in my office and whatnot. There's a whole, room full of stuff. But we are putting some things together, moving in the right direction. You know what I mean? Making bigger moves, and stepping into a bigger role in a bigger position and just a bigger stage. You know what I mean? Just a bigger stage. How could you send some gear? You could just hit the email. That's the best way to communicate at this point, is through the email. I'll send you this email and send it, connect through this only, not the other email, but this one. So it doesn't get caught up in that shuffle of emails that come in. Boom, there you go, the Mark 125th. Because that's gonna be for the mall specifically. You want the Marcus Garvey hoodie? Okay. The Cash App is right there, Phil Moreland. That right there is $1 for you. You know what I'm talking about? Cash App, Phil Moreland. And send me your size, and I got you. You're good. You know, you're good. No, they're in the box. They're not on the floor. Okay, the District Cowboy, I don't have that on me right now. Peace to the God. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a whole bunch. We'll do a fashion show live on this platform. It will be through the Royal Chamber, right, which is our lounge. We'll do a whole fashion show to show the whole collection and everything that's there. It'll be open for wholesalers, and it'll also be open for retailers as well. You feel me? And it also will be open for other brands to be a part of the next fashion show. And it will also be open for future models and also photographers and videographers and performers who want to perform at the fashion shows, because we're gonna mix it up with entertainment. We're going to definitely mix it up with live performances. We're going to mix it up with talent. And, we're going to be, we'll host it. We'll have our guest host, and we'll have music, and it'll be dope. It'll be like how they have their little fashion shows, but with our twist on it. Yeah. The website is the Mark 125th. The launch, we haven't launched it yet, of course. We haven't launched it yet. What I'm giving y'all right now is the inside look, at what's taking place. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not the people right here. You know what I mean? This is the family. You know what I'm talking about? This is the family, There's a lot of y'all that been with KTL. Y'all are KT aliens. Y'all been holding it down for a very, very long time. There's those of y'all that are out there, the KT aliens, and you know who y'all are. That anytime we drop a ticket for something, anytime we pop up and do an event, anytime there's a live stream, whatever we do, y'all are there faithfully, you know what I'm saying, holding it down. And, we really honor y'all for that. And thank God for big data, because, we'll be able to find you if we need you. Take care of you one day. Fly you to the resort, to the moorland. But yeah, man, so that's about it. I'm not going to do too much, man. It was a great day. It's a good time. It's a good way to end it, you know what I mean, on a good note and whatnot. Once again, shout out to Blue Pillar, Pope Pablo, for his demonstration. I'm highly impressed. Shout out to AA Rashid, his demonstration. I'm highly impressed. Very collegiate. I don't even think I heard one curse. You know what I mean? The brother was very in his bag. Classic AA. Shout out to the whole New York. Father Rich, he was out there. He was talking about the frequency and how it feels out there. And I just want to say, like, it's good to hear good things about the city and whatnot. Knowing that we're doing what we need to do where we're at, I know that that's charging up and inspiring and cleaning up the city. So, New York is definitely on the rise again. And shout out to all of the NYC family. We will definitely be putting together something huge to to charge y'all up. I think the facts should definitely hit NYC very soon. Shout out to the Carolinas. Like I said, I'm tapped in. Charlotte, I was out there. Charlotte is lit. You know what I mean? And we will be back to make it happen with the Facts tour. Maybe if not the end of September, then definitely October. So yeah. With that being said, hit the Cash App, Phil Moreland, show some love. I will see y'all on Thursday. All right, we'll be tapping back in with Third Eye Thursday. Peace. All right.